For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
To be honest, I was skeptical about getting the COVID-19 vaccine. I checked what the CDC says and spoke with my doctor about the potential side effects. It definitely made me much less anxious. She told me if I have some arm pain or feel tired, that's completely normal as my body builds a defense to the virus. I was willing to take the vaccine to protect me, my family, and my friends. Join the millions of Tennesseans who have decided to give COVID-19 vaccines a shot. Visit covid19.tn.gov to find an appointment today.
I watch y'all coming here for years because you shot somebody. Now your life is shot. You're going to pick that phone up one day and that girl going to be done dumped you and raise your child with another man. Or maybe your mama or your grandmama dies. Because ain't nothing you can do about it. You got 15 to 20 years, state or fed time. Real talk. Don't lose your head, use your head, man. Gun crime, max time.
This pandemic has hit us hard, but Tennesseans don't stay down for long. We're known for our resilience, and we refuse to back down from a challenge. This challenge is no different. You might be out of work, but there's an opportunity waiting for you. We need you to roll up your sleeves and join our workforce. Right now, thousands of jobs are ready to be filled. Find them at jobsfortn.gov. Let's get to work, Tennessee.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Pedestrian safety is a two-way street. Both drivers and walkers need to do their part to keep roads safe. When you're walking, remember, the drivers may not always see you, so remember to use these tips to continue to walk safely. Wear bright clothes. Always use crosswalks and obey signs. Lights and reflectors should be used. And finally, keep alert and do not walk distracted. This message brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Patrol.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
You really good try.
There aren't any cops around.
Didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to hang on, okay? You are right now?
For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste. Now, and a good afternoon to you again, and welcome. We're back, Talk Back Live with Bob
and Josh.
And Josh, it is a 4 p.m. time in the afternoon, 4 p.m., 4 o'clock after the 4 o'clock hour here on this lovely Saturday afternoon. And hey, folks, we have a great show lined up for you today. Hot topics of discussion, news that you could use, local, national, international. And the number to call is 901-213-6020. Again, the number to call is 901-213-6020. And hey, Josh, I'll tell you what, we've got a great topic to start off discussion this afternoon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. Joining us today, it is April the 30th, man. So shout out to everybody out there heading into May, into spring. And all
the last day of the month?
Yeah, last day of the month. Matter of fact, so warming up out there, man. So appreciate y'all joining us wherever you may be, however you may be checking us out on today, on this Saturday afternoon into the evening. And like Bob said, we got some stuff to talk about, to dive into and discuss on this afternoon. So looking forward to that. Also, real quick, I want to remind you guys how you can follow the show, join the show, all that stuff. Follow us on Twitter at TalkBackLive. That's one word, at TalkBackLive. We're also live on there. Also, Facebook, facebook.com, TalkBackLive with Bob and Josh, as you see right here. Check us out there. Also, YouTube, youtube.com, TalkBackLive Network. Subscribe to our channel there if you haven't done that already. We're live there. Also, Spreaker, the app, which you can download for free on any device you may have. Just search for Spreaker. You see it on the bottom of the screen there. The logo that is on your right below Bob there. Spreaker. And download that app and search Talkback Live on there. And once you find it, hit the yellow star and you'll subscribe to any notifications when we're live on that app as well, which we are currently also live on Talkback Live Network.org, the website, so you can check us out on all of those platforms each and every time we go live.
All right. I tell you what, we are going to get it all kicked off, Josh. Let's go.
All right, going right into it. Let's do it.
And in the headlines today, we've got there's been a lot of talk lately. Well, not lately, but it's been a lot of talk for a little while now. And it's getting even heavier about it. And, people always talk about something. They don't like the way somebody's doing certain things. Certain things just don't match up. People don't do things good enough for you, and some do. But the conversation is about those that don't. Well, let's talk about it. Josh, we have a conversation and some comments that have been made that we want to mention and talk about today on Talkback Live. And one of the things is that what people don't like. And one person had left a big statement on Facebook. And wow, I just want to get your opinion on this, folks. Is it or is it not? Do you agree or disagree? Listen to this. One lady made a statement on Facebook, and she said, well, I tell you what, let me start reading the post that she left up here on Facebook. She said, and I quote, "Good morning. This is okay, no. So let me go down a little further." She says in the statement, I am a 45-year-old black woman. I have my times when I let my hair down and play. Sometimes I use ebonics and act street and hood. I can get ghetto, check, play the dozens, you name it. But when it's time to take care of business, that's serious to me. Integrity is everything to me, she says. The service that I want is the service that I give. I will go above and beyond to make sure a customer is satisfied. I would make I'm not going to quote that word. I would make a good waitress, a good waitress, that is. Because I get an adrenaline, she says, rush off of serving others. My point is this: just because I'm black and from the hood doesn't mean that it has to define me. I can identify with the hood and still give excellent customer service. I understand that there is a time and place for how I act in the hood over against how I am supposed to conduct myself when working with a customer. I apologize for such a long post, but because of my love for us as a people and wanting to see us excel as a whole, I know that to get past this, we must deliberately seek training in customer service. That means if you are really serious about business, that is necessary, you call someone in to train your people. It will be worth the investment because everything you spent, you will make it back by customer retention. I'm just trying to help somebody. In other words, she's saying that she went somewhere, I guess a restaurant, customer service at a black restaurant, and customer service was lousy. And said that black restaurant and black businesses are terrible as far as customer service. And when you go there, now my thing is this. My question is this, and I'm pretty sure she's probably been to some white businesses as well, restaurants, and or Japanese restaurants or Chinese restaurants, and we've all been to those kind of places. Now, which one do we criticize the most? Do we go to a white-owned restaurant establishment or business or a Chinese establishment or business, and then go there and then bad customer service happens all the time? But we keep coming back again and again and again. Why? And then we go to black businesses, and all it takes is for one person to mess up. Oh, you didn't bring no rolls to the table. I'm not coming here anymore. Black people, then black restaurants are looked at as a bad business and bad customer service because they forgot the rolls. Are black people too hard on each other and on black businesses? And do we go other places and just take whatever they give us and not complain that much? But when it comes to black businesses, there are big complaints, and this lady says black businesses need customer service skills training real bad. Black businesses are terrible when it comes to customer service. What do you think? You think she's too hard because she's a black business owner, black lady, you think she's being too hard on black businesses? What do you think? 901-213-6020. You can leave your comments on Facebook Live, and we'll read your comments after we come across them.
Yes, sir. So
yeah.
Now, because I know you just read that long post there, and it was long, but it was good to set the stage for what we're talking about. Now, I found a tweet here because I couldn't put that whole post up on the screen because it was just too long. But I found something that's kind of similar from somebody else on Twitter.
Okay.
This came from about a couple of years ago, but still, this is another black woman. And you see it, y'all see it. It's on the screen right in between us there. It says black-owned businesses have to learn professionalism, she says.
Professionalism? What is professionalism?
Just to keep going, she says, most of y'all lack customer service skills. It sucks because I be wanting to support y'all, but y'all suck.
Ooh.
So now look, this is basically saying almost the same thing that the post that you read says, just a lot shorter and to the point.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask y'all this. Do some of y'all feel the same way? And just about the same question, you know, because you see a lot of this. If you look at social media and you look at certain folks saying certain things about different businesses, right? You know, and even calling out certain black businesses. Let there be a bad experience you have. Some people have at a black business, right? I feel like more often than not, a black person is going to call out a black business by name on social media more than they would probably a white business. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like if they get bad service,
why they do it? Because they
blast.
feel like you know, hey, I don't know. They just
that's the question.
Black
Why?
people just feel that they can dog each other like that. I mean, is it bad?
Is that the wrong thing?
Is it? You know, we complain about black customer service at restaurants and other businesses, but then we get on social media and then talk about black people. Is that bad customer service, or is that bad to do in any business or toward anybody? I mean, don't you think you should go to that business and tell that business, hey, this is what y'all need to do? Or do you think the restaurant manager or the owner of the restaurant would come out, well, ma'am, you don't have to come here anymore? Do you think they would tell you that? But anyway, she says she's a 45-year-old black woman, and she have her times and her moments. But she says, my point is, it's just black businesses, and they're just terrible customer service. We need customer service training. Black people are always telling black people, you need training.
Well, that's an interesting way to put it, but that's a good point.
But why? Why? I mean, some black people go in the restaurant and then get a hamburger and say, hey, this is not the way I want this hamburger. But then you go to McDonald's and they'll hand you what they fixed out the window, and maybe it's been sitting there for a while.
Oh, you know, maybe.
Oh, well, it has been sitting there under the light.
Yeah,
keeping it warm. But then you go to some black business and they fry you a real hamburger fresh off the grill, and then you say, oh, they put too many tomatoes on here, or not enough tomatoes. Well, what about the tomatoes on a McDonald's or Burger King sandwich? I mean, do you ever go back and complain about them, or have you gotten food from some white-owned restaurant or Chinese restaurant and you still go back again and again? I'm going to tell you the truth. I have been to all of those restaurants. White, black, Chinese, no knees, all knees. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And I've, gotten bad customer service at all of them. But I've gone back. I've gone back to those businesses.
Give them a second chance.
Give them a second chance. That's what I've done.
Call from.
Y'all already know who it is.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. Good afternoon. You're welcome to TalkBackLive.
What's good,
Welcome
GK?
to the show.
Y'all already know.
Yes, sir. Good
Okay.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Listen, I think black businesses are getting a bad rap here.
In what way, sir?
Yeah, break it down. Break it down.
If this lady here had a bad experience, there's no reason for her to just think or just not support any other black businesses. I don't agree with it.
Okay, so you think she's bad-mouthing all black businesses just because of one?
Well, if she's going to go write a paragraph and put a book out about the one, then yes, because that creates a perception that all black businesses are like that, and they're not. There are some great black businesses and great black restaurants that should be supported that don't get supported because of things like this and tweets and texts and paragraphs like this. I don't like it.
Well, I will say this, folks. We did invite this young lady on the show today. She said she would come on the show, and she's not appeared.
Wow. I wonder why.
And
I find out.
I invited her.
All black businesses under the bus here.
Well, you know, I invited her, I think a week ago, and then left another message, and then I left a message this afternoon, about 20 minutes till, reminder, and she was on Facebook and never responded to the messages that she received in Messenger. So, and we hadn't received a call. So
wow.
I wonder.
Yeah, don't we all?
Is she
Well,
running?
Listen, I just like to say I support black businesses. Keep on creating black, independence, black restaurants. Every now and then, listen, you're gonna get a little fish grease on the wall. I'm not gonna stop eating your fish because I come in and maybe some fish grease on the wall every now.
You said on the wall.
Hey, you know what? You know what, GKP? When you see something like that, sometimes that's the best fish you ever want to eat.
It more than likely is, Bob. That's what they don't understand.
Yeah.
So listen, everybody's not perfect. I don't agree with the rats and the roaches and things. Get those things out.
Yeah.
But there's a little splat of grease on the wall or some flour here on the shelf here or there. Hey, I'm not gonna not shop with you. Okay.
All right.
I feel you. So do you think we're too hard on our own? Kind of the question I got scrolling on the screen.
I've never seen a black person get on here and say, I'm not going to support white restaurants anymore. I have never seen it. Never.
There's too many of them.
I've never seen it.
Why? I think why is because it's too
that's
many.
Because regardless of the experience, in our mindset, it's always the white choice. Okay? We don't care. We're not even going in the white restaurants inspecting them like we do the black ones. You don't see nobody pick up a phone and show you the stuff on the wall at one of these white restaurants. I won't call any of their names because I know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to sue.
They're gonna try to sue.
But I don't need that.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you on that.
Well, all right. What is your? Let me ask you this. What is your favorite food that you eat at a black restaurant? Do you have one?
Chicken.
Chicken. There you go.
Simple. That's my favorite food anyway. If I can find some good chicken or some good fish, hey, I'm coming to your place often.
Yes,
okay.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I assume you're talking about baked chicken, fried chicken.
I mainly fried. I don't really do the baked. I ain't got that age. That's what you actually probably do.
See,
I
okay,
can
all right
do,
now.
Do the fried and stuff like that, or barbecue chicken.
Yeah.
I don't really have to do the bake. I may do a rotisserie every now and then.
Oh, rotisserie is delicious, man. Rotisserie.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But black people, you said black restaurants are getting a bad rap from this person.
They're getting a bad rap. That's what GKP thinks, and any of them that need representation, feel free to contact me. We're gonna get the money. Okay.
Okay, GKP law officers. I feel you now.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Reeves never let me do the commercial. So I had to make my own. Okay?
See, you still.
I knew that was. I had a feeling
that has nothing to do about that.
Don't worry about it. He never did the commercial. He was on y'all show. He told me, "Hey man, I got you," but I never got that commercial. But he still stands up with his little talk, with his little soft voice. You know what I'm saying?
Like he's just trying to be your voice, man. That's just all he's trying to do.
Yeah, that's all he wants to be. Well, his voice means nothing to me right now because he didn't do the commercial.
Now, see,
okay?
look,
ain't nobody trying to sue me, and I ain't trying to sue nobody.
Is this an
So I don't
example?
need Reeves.
Is this an example of being hard on black businesses? He's a black lawyer, and you done shut the door on him because he forgot to call you. He might have forgot. He might still be planning to do it. It's been a couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Hey, we have another. We have another caller. We have another caller, and
listen. Hey,
yeah.
Bob.
Yeah.
Let us be your voice.
Oh, would you stop it?
I could have did it better than he did.
Yeah,
to let me produce the commercial.
See there. See now, you can't assume. You can't say
That's
that.
right. I'm starting my beef with the Reeves Law Firm right here on TalkBackLive.
Okay.
Y'all already know who it is.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then I don't blame it. You see, he trying to talk about it's our show. No, we're not.
He trying to throw us out there.
We have nothing to do with GKP and let us be your voice. Yeah, nothing. Anyway, all right. 901-213-6020. If you called and you couldn't get through,
I know that is.
Call back. You know what that is. All right. What do you think? Black businesses. I mean, this one lady left a message. She was supposed to be our guest today, but she didn't show up. She's against black businesses. Customer service says it's terrible. Well, are we being too hard on black businesses as a black people?
All right, let's see.
Go back to the phone lines.
Call from
Russell.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Russell, welcome to the show. Good afternoon on a Saturday.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
What's good?
Oh, another day in paradise, man.
Okay.
Well, so you're saying that the people are are we saying that black folks are insulting other black folks' restaurants?
Yes.
That's the gist of it.
Yeah, the customer service in the restaurants.
Well, whether it's correct or not, what this person is saying, did they give any constructive criticism?
Good point. Good point. I mean, they gave it to Facebook.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's a whole different discussion. We may have a different definition. I haven't seen it, so we may have a different.
No. I understand what you're saying. You said, did she say anything to them?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Well, it seems it didn't. She didn't. I don't know.
Well, that's the problem. That's one of the biggest issues that we have in the past decade and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
Is that whether that information is correct or not, you're not doing anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest problem that we all have in this planet today. Is that we like to sit back and we critique, and which is another word for critic, of course. And the thing about it is that we don't do nothing about it in general, and that breaks my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if what they said was correct or not. I mean, I really don't. But that's a big thing. Like when it comes to politicians, problems with people. I always hear people talking about like the neighborhoods, going down and the crime and everything like that. People do a lot of complaining, but there's very little action on their part.
So wait a minute. Are you saying people that complain about their neighborhoods or complain about their restaurant, or in this case, a black lady is complaining about black restaurants and black businesses, bad customer service? That she needs to approach that business and tell them and let them know and give them constructive criticism rather than getting out on the CBS Evening News and or Facebook and letting everybody know, you know, and that type of thing, and down black businesses.
Absolutely, that should be the first step.
Well, I mean, some people will say, Hank, that I mean, Russell, that you know,
it's Hank, man. Cool.
Hank, okay. They were Hank. Some people will say, you know, I don't want to call, you know, or whatever the case may be. I don't want to deal with them because, you know, they're not going to accept it well. So I'll just, you know, just get out and put it on Facebook, and I don't feel like approaching them and that type of thing. Yeah, I mean, that's bad business as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you're not going to, I'm assuming this is local, correct?
Yeah.
Obviously local, black-owned business.
Yeah, local.
And
local
you're going to make
person.
this. Yeah, you're going to make it public first. If you're not going to at least constructively criticize or at least make a calm, you know, grievance about what it is that you're talking about, then be quiet. You know, quit trying to be quiet. Quit making somebody else's business, you know, suffer at your hands because you were too cowardly to even talk to them in person.
Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, I mean, let's face it, this woman or man, whoever did it, probably wanted a little bit of attention anyway.
Well,
it's not how it should work.
Okay, well, she says here, you know, well, part of the comments, she says, I apologize for such a long post, but because of my love for us as a people and wanting to see us excel as a whole, I know that to get past this, we must deliberately seek training in customer service. Her heart goes out to her people.
But I mean, is it true? That's the question. Now, is it true? And is she saying it condescendingly or not? I don't really know. I don't know.
Right. And I'm not gonna touch that for the you know, at the expense of, you know, sounding you know, prejudice or anything like that. But you know, I can't give an opinion on that. That's not my place to do it. But but as far as like in general, if you want to go with the generalization of how to run a business, then there are certain standards that you have to proceed when you are running a business. You know, good customer service.
Right. I totally agree with that.
Yeah. Don't be mouthy. You know, the customer is 95% usually right. You know, I do understand. Like I said, I do understand. Like, believe me, fellas, you know, you talk about he like, you know, talk about GKP likes chicken. I do too, and I love chicken, and I go to hot wing joints. I go to hot wing joints all the time, and I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I wish that like there was a little bit more of a kind of a double-edged sword. It's like I wish that I could get an extra cup of blue cheese dressing without being charged for it. But at the same time, if you do put it as free blue cheese dressing, then some people might try to grab 4 or 5 in one serving, and the next thing you know, you're out of blue cheese dressing. So it's a double-edged sword.
Okay, I get your point.
Good stuff, man. And you know, it's one of those things, especially when you talk about wings, right? Like, go on a whole tangent on that. I know wings are so high now; it's crazy, especially depending on where you go. Now,
yeah, I know.
You know,
I agree.
That could be a whole nother conversations on some wings I had yesterday and how I felt about it. But it is what it is.
Absolutely. And just to conclude, you know, yeah, there are probably, like I said, I don't want to make comments personally for the expense of sounding prejudiced, but yeah, all businesses in general should, as far as the restaurant business especially and customer service, do need to go by certain guidelines. And at the same time, the customers need to reciprocate that.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, Hank. You're a white man.
Oh, he is. I forgot.
Yeah, Hank. Let me ask you this. and I'm not trying to get started in this trouble. I'm just wanting the truth here.
In case y'all didn't know.
Have you ever eaten at a black-owned restaurant?
Many times.
Many times.
You in Memphis, man. You know?
Okay, let me ask you this. What did you think?
I think it, in my personal opinion, I think it's just like any other place. I've gotten I've gotten some bad service, and I've gotten good service. You know.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, will you go back and eat at a black restaurant?
Of course,
absolutely.
I mean,
because of the bad service.
Now here's the question. Here's the question.
Okay.
I want about to be specific. What
Okay.
you're saying is, would you go back to that particular black business with the bad service? Would you give them another chance, or was it so bad that you just felt like that was it?
That was it for all black restaurants.
Not to see.
This is what she's talking about.
Well, is that what she's
okay? That's what she's talking about.
Okay.
She's talking about black. Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. And to answer your question, I would absolutely give a second chance. Maybe the person that was serving me had a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they were behind or something like that. Sure, absolutely.
Thank you, Hank. Thank you, Hank. Because people don't understand that just because you got a glass of tea and your tea was warm and didn't have enough ice, you've got to you can't blame the restaurant or the owners or the managers for that in some certain cases. You've got to look at the waiter that came. All you have to do is call the waiter, say, waiter. But some people, waiter, could I get some more ice in this? I mean, I do that at all restaurants, white on, Chinese on, wherever. Yeah, and if I don't get enough ice, I said, could I get some more ice, please? Oh, sure. Be glad to. And, but instead of saying, I'm not coming back here, see, this is what I hate about black people, black restaurants. Look at this. I didn't hardly get any ice in my glass. I mean,
And that's the problem right there. You're not putting yourself in the restaurant's shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If that tea is hot, what does that say? Guess what? It was freshly brewed just a few minutes ago.
Good point.
So technically, you're not even shouldn't even get mad because you actually just got a fresh batch of tea.
Wow.
They didn't give you this 3-hour expired tea, that's been sitting out there for 3 hours. They give you a fresh batch of tea. But in your petty prima donna-ish mind, you're saying, well, because it wasn't cold and they didn't put enough ice in it, you couldn't just do a simple thing. I'm so sorry. All you had to do was go, sir, I'm sorry. The tea was the ice got melted by the fresh tea. Do you mind if I get a couple extra cup of ice here to put into it? Well, sure, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate you asking me politely.
Well,
sometimes you just gotta not be petty.
Yeah. And a lot of times all you have to do is ask and somebody help you out.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. What is the old expression? You catch more flies with sugar than you do with vinegar, or with honey than vinegar.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. Like, you'd go to these gas stations and how the person in front of me will talk aggressively, and then the person at the gas station attendant is absolutely appalled by what just happened. And then all of a sudden I'm like, how are you today? I'm good, but how are you today? It might seem corny, but guess what? You're probably going to get a little bit better response out of people.
Okay. All right. There you hear it. From the Hankster.
All right, Hank. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you for
gentlemen.
Have a good
absolutely. Go Grizz.
Oh yes, absolutely. Thank you, Hank.
Absolutely. Have a good day, man.
All right, we may talk about them in a few minutes. But at any rate, what do you think? Black-owned businesses. A person left a statement on Facebook. I mean, they must have really been upset with something, Josh, while they came out and left this long statement on Facebook.
And see, I think there's a couple things to it to me, and this is what I was getting at when I was talking about what Hank was saying. I think there's a line to draw between if you're going to cut off a certain business because of customer service you got. I get it, but you shouldn't cut off that whole group of people. That is insane.
And get up on Facebook and just say black businesses.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of that going on, and I do think some white folks probably do that too. I don't think they'll be as boisterous about it. They may talk about it in their circle. You get what I'm saying? If they go to a black business, like, see them folks can't get right. I don't think they will go post about it online unless they're just a super racist. But like literally, but they will talk in their groups. And and kind of quietly keep people from that business. But I think black folks will be very boisterful about it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or will you agree with that? Do you disagree?
Yeah, sometimes they are. If there are other businesses, sometimes they would be. But
no, what I'm saying is, I'm not talking about other business. I'm saying white folks, if they go to a black business and they get bad service, they're not going to be as voiceful publicly, I don't think, about how bad it is. I think they'll talk to people they know and tell them how bad it is.
Yeah.
And maybe, stereotype the folks.
You think they'll get on Facebook and make a post like us
I'm
about
saying,
all white businesses, bad customer service is white businesses?
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm the black customer service. Do you think they would get on there and say that?
You mean black customers?
Yeah, black.
Going to
a white person, bad customer service at a black restaurant. You think they would get on Facebook?
No,
and
that's
post
what I'm
it?
saying. No, I don't think they would.
Okay.
That's just me.
All right. We had some people to call and give their comments. You'd like to call and leave your comment by phone 901-213-6020, or leave your comment. Read some of these comments, Josh. I'm gonna read this post this lady left up here. She says she is complaining about black-owned businesses' customer service. I'm a 45-year-old black woman. Well, what does that have to do with anything? I don't know. You can be a 32-year-old black woman.
Well,
I mean, bad customer service, good customer service is just. I mean, it's a thing to everybody.
But, okay, now real quick, now because I know this is a long post, and again, a lot of
I'm not gonna read all of it.
No, I understand. Now a lot of people that coming in didn't hear it the first time, so I know to get kind of an idea of what we're talking about.
Yeah,
it's important what we're doing there. Okay. So what you're reading is a post. Somebody's talking about black businesses.
Yeah.
Bad
customer service.
Yeah.
At black businesses and black restaurants. Yeah. Okay.
Let's go to the phone.
All right, let's go to the phone.
Call from
Carl radio station.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Carl, welcome to the show. Good afternoon on a Saturday.
Yes, it is a Saturday, Bob and Josh.
Yes.
I want to thank both of you for being on. I've been sleeping most of the day because I'm old.
Who cares?
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Carl. You're a friend. Good afternoon, Carl.
Bob, let me tell you the problem that we black people have with black business.
Oh, here we go.
Break it down, Carl.
Break it down, Carl.
Well, first of all, let's get to you for a moment.
Oh.
The business that you have ran, Bob, that have associated with and paid money to you, you treated me nice. You the food was fantastic.
Oh.
You knew what you were doing, and the meat was tender. The everything that you gave me that I paid for. Notice I say I paid for.
Yeah, you did.
Was good service.
Yes, sir.
Then,
thank you.
When you told us about Shop and Save on 3rd Street, it was exactly what you said. The folks took care of me. They fed me. I paid them.
Yeah.
And I was satisfied.
See?
But then there's some black folks who run business that try to make a fool out of black people that come to them to patronize them. They try to overcharge the food that they are charging. The service is terrible. They don't have the right type of napkins or stuff you need to pour your food, like ketchup and mustard and mayo and stuff like that.
Man, ketchup and mustard. Oh man.
And then
what do you take that home, Carl? You talking about taking it home?
I want it there on the table so I can use it.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, they should have a container there with ketchup and mustard, and rather than in the package,
Well, someone don't even do that, Bob.
Okay.
And then we get to the black men who try to do their own little business on the side, and they try to make food out of you. They try to con you out of your money. They take advantage of old people. A lady told me she paid somebody to do her house, and the guy said, "You give me this to get started. You can pay me later." And then they don't show up and took the woman money. And then when she go to police to try to get her money back, police tell her, "We can't help you, ma'am, because it's a civil matter." we can't go arrest them.
Well, is it?
Apparently, they can get away with that.
Yeah, it is.
So
that's why you have to. That's why you have to watch who you do business with.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. And so that's why some black people are reluctant to deal with black owners or black business because they feel that black men try to make and black women try to overcharge and make fools out of you and con you out of your money.
Well, Carl, don't you think any businesses would do that other than black businesses? Why is it just we want to focus our attention on black businesses with bad customer service and you can't trust them? And all the time, there are bad businesses. I've had bad, terrible businesses from white-owned businesses and from Chinese-owned businesses. I mean, it's been terrible. I've even said, and John to tell you, I've been in some white-owned restaurants, and it was terrible. Several times I've given them chances, and I said, I'm not coming back here anymore.
Yep.
And the thing that I say is about black-owned businesses and especially restaurants, you have some people will come one time and say, oh, I don't like the way this tastes. I'm not coming here anymore. I've had that done, Carl, and one time, and they've probably gone to other restaurants time and time again and probably didn't get what they needed or what they want several times. And, and they kept coming back. But because it's black-owned, black people are man, we're hard on each other.
Let me throw something else at you, and this may sound funny to some, but if you've seen it, you've seen it. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
There are folks that will walk into a black business and see black folks in there that's behind the counter, or black people that own that business, or find out by talking to the people at the restaurant that is black-owned. And these are the black people.
Right.
Will turn around and leave.
Walk out. I've had a lady walk up to me and said, who owned this business? And she asked me, and then I said, is this black owned? I said, yes, it is. I'm not eating here. I'm not eating here. Throw her hands in there. I'm not eating here.
Yeah.
I said, wow. I feel sorry for her because she must have had a bad experience somewhere. Either she's prejudging all black businesses, but whatever the situation was, I really felt for her. But
I didn't feel for her. I've told her, I was ready to tell her to get out. But
I mean, don't you think she has a problem though?
But
I mean,
yeah.
It's bad.
I really didn't feel for her. That's definitely not what I.
Yeah,
I can't say that was a feeling,
Carl,
but I get that.
Carl, are we beating up too much on black businesses?
No, yes, and no. See, we black people want to go to black businesses. We want to help out. We want to make you make money and keep you in business. But you do us wrong when you come in with overcharging, lousy service, and then try to insult our intelligence by talking crazy, thinking we'll come back the next time.
Okay, what do you charge? When you say overcharging, I mean, you really have to, really be specific. I mean, because when you go to a Chinese place and you buy wings, I mean, is it the same price that you buy wings from a black-owned place? I mean, because sometimes some things can just be expensive. You buy a steak dinner from somewhere, whatever, or
hey, shout out to let me read Stanley here. What's up, Stanley? Good to see you, man. Stanley says, I don't eat at black restaurants because they don't serve unsweet tea.
Oh, come on. Come on, Stanley.
He just wants the sweetest of the.
Come on, Stanley.
He actually wants the unsweet. Yeah. So.
Come on, Stanley.
Yeah. Well, let me give you an example I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, Carl.
Wait a minute. Hold it right there. Let me say something. Stanley, you mean tell me you're gonna stop patronizing all black restaurants because they don't serve unsweet tea? I mean, have you been to all of them, or have you called them and asked, do they serve unsweet tea?
Hey, now
I don't get that. I don't get that.
I will say this. And we in the South. We dump bags of sugar in our tea.
Yeah.
And if you don't like that, you got to go. I'm just playing. But
I mean, no, I mean, you know, I think there are plenty of places that will serve unsweet tea and do serve unsweet tea. And if you ask them to hey, can I get some tea that's unsweet?
But a lot of times they have to brew some whole, because most of the tea is all sweet.
Well, I mean, we wait on other stuff at other restaurants anyway. And brewing tea these days don't take but a minute.
Oh, I know, but what I'm saying is, it's just like I guess most places don't serve it, so they would have to make it special. That's kind of what I mean.
Yeah.
Now, is that cool or?
Well, no, it's not special because when you go to a restaurant and you order something, they especially order because they don't have steaks, already cooked, waiting for you to order it. So you're gonna have to wait anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we go to like one place down in South Haven. What was that place we went to? The barbecue. What was it called?
Oh man, Memphis Barbecue.
Memphis Barbecue, folks.
Company.
Listen,
Memphis Barbecue.
They didn't know I was a barbecue professional, and they go in the back and bring some ribs out. Okay, and guess what they were? Leftover ribs.
Now this is a world-renowned place.
This is a world-renowned owner. She's on television, owns this restaurant.
Yeah, she on all the barbecue contests on Food Network.
And the thing about it, they bring me out yesterday or the day before ribs. You know how I know? Because they don't look fresh. If ribs are left over, you can tell by the way they look.
There's a certain look
that they're not fresh.
Yeah.
And that's true. She brings out ribs on my plate, and they're not fresh. And then I just said, no. You
weren't going for it.
I wasn't going for that because I knew better.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I remember this.
Well, let me give you an example about price.
Okay.
I went to a black owned business, and they were cooking behind the counter. They tried to serve me or sell me 5 wings for $7.99. I went to a Chinese place. They sold the same wings 5 for $6.99.
Oh,
okay.
I know it's $1 difference.
A whole dollar. But go ahead.
But Carl, is it worth $1 to support a black business, that are not, sometimes that are not able to buy stuff like some of these other restaurants that have a lot of money in bulk? Is it worth supporting that black business until they get up on their feet for an extra $1 or whatever the case may be? I mean, you're gonna go down the street and I mean, you'll sit there and probably buy something else more expensive and spend that extra $1 on something else at another restaurant.
Well, if the wings are smaller and cost more, and the wings are larger and cost less, I look at volume when I like to eat my wings, Bob. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you getting chicken with those large wings. You getting added stuff that they pump into those chickens. That's what you're getting. You getting drugs. You getting drugged up chicken. Steroids.
The berry bomb.
Yeah, that's what you're getting. You can become a drug addict. You didn't know that, did you? I'm just kidding.
And the other thing, Bob.
Okay.
There are 2 other things that black restaurants need to do too.
What is that?
When you have a salad bar, side salad with a house salad, Caesar salad, and other type of salad, taco salad, script salad, make the salad look good. Don't put all that lettuce and all that butt lettuce in it. Cut the lettuce up.
Okay, now I'm not going to ask you to name the restaurant. Is this one black-owned restaurant you went to, or is it several black-owned restaurants you went to that are serving food like this?
Several, I'm afraid. Cut the doggone salad up.
The same way.
Same problems.
Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. You get a salad, you got all that lettuce or that cabbage or whatever the hell they didn't cut up. It's bigger than the spoon when you try to eat it.
I know. Look, I do agree that I don't like the giant leaf that looks like it came off an elephant plant. It's a bit much for a brother.
And then if you're going to have a restaurant and you're going to stay open till 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night, or you close at 6, you need to have a TV in your restaurant somewhere.
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you there. We had 2 flat screen TVs. Yeah.
2 or 3.
I saw that.
2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah. See, when folks sit down and eat, maybe they want to talk to that person they came on a date with. They might get a little, they've been around stuff to say. But then that TV is on, they can say, hey, look what's going on Young and the Restless. Or look what's going on
Young and the Restless.
On The Price is Right. Or let's make a deal. You know,
very interesting.
Stuff like that.
All stuff on CBS. Every one of those.
That's interesting.
All of those on Channel 3. That you just said. So,
is that the only channel you can get, Carl? No,
well, at least have one channel in there.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
You
have at least one channel on.
Yeah, true.
Or keep on 3.2 so you see what the weather is.
3.2.
That's news anytime.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Then you got 3.3, which is antenna, I believe. If I know my
what is that on? Okay, well, on the cable, on the cable, Channel 3, other channel is 920.
920 on Xfinity. Yeah.
Okay, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah. But before I go, Bob, have y'all been talking about anything else? Because I've been resting and sleep. I'm old, Bob. I have to sleep sometimes. Have y'all brought anything else today?
Carl, I understand you're old and you're feeble.
Yes, sir. Yes. But have you brought up anything else today?
No, this is it.
This has been it. Yeah,
this is it. This has been it.
Yeah, this has been the main topic. I mean, we will get to some other things as we progress.
And you did very well to the way you
broke it down.
Broke the black restaurants down.
Yeah, destroyed them.
And speaking of breaking things down, how is your good friend Bob GKP?
You know, it's funny. It's funny you say that because he just left a comment about 2 seconds ago. As you were talking, he says, "Quote," and I quote, "How much time does this caller get?"
You know, maybe he'll come on the air and tell him when his show come on Facebook and name his show. Maybe somebody like me might want to listen to him, see what he has to say, and call him. You know,
I mean, he has a show on that on Friday. What is it called?
Free Your Mind Friday.
Free Your Mind or something like that. Yeah, Friday.
See, but he don't tell nobody where it is, and I don't mean no harm.
No, he's my buddy though. Free Your Mind Friday. Y'all check him out.
I may have to, but I don't mean no harm, Bob.
Okay.
GKP come across as a person that try to talk down to people.
Oh my goodness,
he makes jokes. He say things like "buddy."
Well, I mean, see, this is I don't know if I can have this on the show now because you come on here talking about black businesses. I mean, a black man, and you downing black man on our show, and I can see why you downing black business. Just that way. I mean.
We see a pattern.
You just hate everything black. a very disturbing pattern.
We can accept this.
But I do think we need to do this though, Bob.
Okay.
We need to create an award in the city of Memphis called the Best Trash Talking Award of the Year.
Oh.
And I do believe GKP will win that award every year.
Okay.
But he one of the best trash talkers I ever heard in my life.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, he can stick it to you. I mean, the way he insulted Josh about his equipment, the way he talked about you telling Josh what to say, like Josh don't have a mind of his own.
Yeah.
That concerns me. It really does.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah, okay. Hank Russell says Carl is way too picky.
Yeah, he said that.
Now he's white.
Now wait now.
Carl,
I like Hank.
Hank Russell is white.
Yeah, you know Hank, don't you, Carl?
Yeah,
you
I
know
love Hank. Hank, good people. He's good people.
Mm-hmm.
I would sit down and have a cup of coffee with Hank in any restaurant, black, white, Chinese. I would do that. Now you didn't ask me where I want to sit down and have a cup of coffee with GKP.
Oh.
That's true. That's true.
Well,
he's trying to get you off the phone.
He said, "Next caller, please."
Yes.
Next caller. Okay, Carl. You have stayed on longer than any caller we've had today.
Yeah, it's been 18 minutes.
I mean, we're really sick of you right. We're really sick of you right now.
I understand that.
Yeah,
well,
and talking about black businesses and the way we've let you stay on today. What do you think about us?
Well, I love y'all business. That's why I call.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you patronize us all the time. So.
Okay, Carl.
See, you qualify as a black business.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
okay,
wait, I have been talking 18 minutes. My phone almost up to decharge. I need to charge this thing back up.
Don't let it decharge now.
18 minutes, your phone about dead. That's well. Anyway, all right. Yeah, you need to charge it. Hey, Carl, thanks for the call.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. Have a good day. What do you think
it's quite
about Carl? No.
Yes.
I mean, God, Carl dog GKP out, Josh.
He did. It was quite.
We can't have that kind of stuff anymore on our show. I mean,
the black slander.
Carl just called in, man, and half of his conversation was about another caller.
Hey, now
that's not what we're in business for.
Let me throw this out there. This comment came up while we were talking about something with Carl, but Stanley says 5 pounds of sugar.
I saw that.
Is not good for me or you.
5 pounds of sugar.
Now, I don't know if it's the whole 5 pound bag, Stanley, that they put in there.
I don't know.
But it's a lot, depending on the restaurant.
Now, I will tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, I knew a person years ago, sometimes, and all the time, unless you ask for unsweet tea, he'll give it to you. He had a little restaurant, and we supported it. It was a black-owned business, and we supported it. And he cooked certain food every day he would have, and then greens, pork chops, or fried chicken or whatever. We used to go down there and support his little restaurant.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And he served some of the best sweet tea. Oh my goodness! And he would bring it out in a glass that's already frosted. They would be already white. They're frosted glasses. And I'm
not gonna say where, but it was a place you sit inside, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know
and he would pour that tea in that glass, and it was sweet. It was really sweet.
Too. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, but it was delicious. And then he would pour the unsweet tea, and you drink it. That's what you want, and it was good. He knew how to make the tea, but I love some sweet tea, but
Now I shout out Stanley. I respect you for being able to drink unsweet tea because that is rough to me.
Well,
I don't need
wrong with unsweet tea.
I don't need a bunch of sugar. Like I don't like it drowning in sugar like some people do. I really don't. This is terrible to me. Let me get a little bit of sweet, but unsweet is rough. Now, if it's some tea like green tea, if I like tea that I can heat up on the pot or whatever, that's different. I don't need a lot of sweet. That's herbal tea.
Yeah. It can get too much, Stanley. I agree. And I like unsweet tea too, but come on, all black restaurants are not that way. See, it's the little things. We go to one black-owned restaurant, and then we say, okay,
everybody's like this. Yeah.
All of the black restaurants are like this. Well, somebody said, no, I went to 2 black restaurants, okay? But okay, black-owned restaurants. But anyway.
But that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Speaking of black-owned, we probably take a break right now.
Yes, and talking about some good food, man, and everybody that's been there when we advertise this and they go there to eat, boy, everybody has had nothing but good, excellent comments. Black owned.
Yeah.
Mr. Tony Walls.
Shout out to Tony.
And the family down at Shop and Save.
Yes,
$14.99 South 3rd. 901-946-4303. Some of the best soul food you'll ever taste. Take a look at this.
For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. $14.99 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. $14.99 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
All right, and welcome back to the show, Talk Back Live with Bob
and John.
And the phone lines are open, 901-213-6020, and comments are welcome on Facebook as well. We're on Facebook Live, Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh page, or you can just go Facebook Live and you can find the notification. Check us out there.
Yes.
Our topic we were discussing, and you can continue to comment on this if you'd like, about one lady made a comment and said she's a 45-year-old black woman, and black customer service and black-owned businesses is terrible. Terrible. And she won't go. I mean, she just won't. They need training. Black businesses, black customer service needs training.
Hey, but look, the thing is,
Stanley says, I didn't see
1 ounce of
chitterlings. Go, Stanley. I hear you, man.
Well, I mean, what does that mean, though? Does it mean he likes it? Or
I mean, if you're going to a black-owned restaurant, Josh, soul food.
But what I'm saying,
one of the things on us, give me some more volume. I'm going out here or whatever. One of the things on a black food,
but you're good. Yeah.
One of the things on a black food restaurant, soul food restaurant, if it's a soul food restaurant and black owned, you've got to have chitterlings or chitlins.
Well, what I'm saying,
got to have
what?
Yes.
What I guess, I don't know if he's referring to the Shop and Save commercial.
Yeah.
Saying he didn't see it in the commercial. Now, Stanley, does that mean you want some, or you're glad you didn't see it? Because Stanley don't like ice, don't like sweet tea. I don't know if he'll like chitlins.
Well, I mean, but he said he didn't see 1 ounce of chitlins. I mean, probably didn't do that commercial, but they do serve chitlins, chitlins or chitterlings at Shop and Save. And maybe I didn't mention ham hocks. And all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they serve all that stuff.
Yeah, pig feet,
pigtails, pork chops, fried chicken, baked chicken, all that good stuff. Chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf.
Oh, he says he loves them. Okay, there you go.
Oh, okay, all right.
He loves chitlins.
Well, yes,
there you go.
They have chitlins there. I tell you what, look it up on the website and pull it up and look up their restaurant, and then they'll tell you the day that they might have chitlins.
Yeah, and or you can just call the number.
And you can just call the number, and they'll tell you the day that they do have chitlins. Sometimes they do have different things on certain days.
Yeah.
And so check them out. They have catfish, spaghetti, and all that other kind of stuff. So call them and check out the day and see which day they have chitlins. And you'll be glad you did. But Frankie says, I've never eaten chitlins in my life.
That's shocking to me. And Frankie said that to us
really
before.
Is.
She said that to us before, and I'm still shocked every time she says it, man. That's
why though, Frankie. I'm baffled. Tell me why.
A lot of folks get scared off by the whole intestines thing.
I mean, but why?
I mean,
it's just like anything else. Try it and see what it's like. Just try it. You know, just try it. Give it a try. And Frankie, promise. Well, you probably won't promise me, but please, for me and Josh, your favorite radio people, listen, could you please try the chitlins?
Okay. But you know what I didn't know existed? And I'm looking here. But real quick.
I ain't gonna say that. Okay,
something I did not know existed.
What's that?
Chitlin loaf.
Chitlin loaf.
Yeah, like they got
like
meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
Yeah, they got chitlin.
I don't know about that.
I'm looking. It's a big old block of chitlin.
I don't know about that now. I don't know about
Look,
that.
so they call it sea loaf.
Sea loaf.
I see a pack of sea loaf.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
Hey, check it out. The ingredients, and it's got a zoom of it. This is real too. Niece's is the brand. Niece's quality ingredients: pork stomachs, water, salt, gelatin, vinegar, spices, sugar, flavorings, and wheat gluten. So there it is, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yeah, now they got to understand stomachs, and sometimes it's different from chitlins.
Yeah, the stomach, the chitlins, the intestine, right? And the stomach, I don't know what that is.
Sometimes people look at them a little different. So I don't know, but chitlins, if you clean them good, or now that you can buy chitlins at your grocery store, your supermarket,
get the bucket
that are already clean. No, don't. If they don't like chitlins, don't buy the bucket. Okay, because you have to clean them, and you have to clean them real good.
You definitely do. Yeah.
Now, if you get those in the packages, they have 5-pound packages of chitlins that are already clean, they say. But if I were you,
clean them anyway.
I would. And some of them are white and pretty, and they're clean.
Yeah.
But if I were you, I would just take them through another rinse or wash or something, and then put them on. And some people say they stink, like Hank, our good friend, said. But there's a way you can cook them that can take away the smell.
Well, and if you get some clean ones,
and you get clean ones,
don't smell nearly
they don't smell nearly as much.
No.
If you clean them well, but now you talking about ways Hank is talking here. They didn't clean those chitlins.
They just took it straight out the hole.
And
poop and all. They just threw it in the pot.
Or either they just took the bucket of chitlins and thawed it out and put it in the pot and cooked it. But anyway,
that's a whole other problem. Right there. You need to evaluate them.
Yeah, it still has corn and everything. I'm just
and other stuff.
Yeah. Stanley said, not that red bucket.
Yeah, the big red bucket.
The big red bucket.
Y'all already know what it is.
But
now this is the type.
I was raised on a farm. Go ahead, John.
No, go ahead, because you'll see the picture up there. That's the type you're talking about. It'll probably come up in a second. But go ahead.
I was raised on a farm, and we had our pigs and all that kind of stuff. So fed pigs, hogs, and took care of baby pigs, chicken, cattle, all that. We had goat tied in the yard, and we killed goats and barbecued goats, and all that kind of stuff.
You see it right there, right?
Yeah. What is that?
That's the chitlins.
Oh yeah.
Those.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
those are the package of chitlins we're talking about right there. Yeah, you can find those at your local grocery, your supermarket, or wherever. Probably, and you would be surprised. Some people say Kroger don't carry. You'd be surprised what Kroger carries. And you can go to what is it? The name of that other restaurant, the Supalo. You can get them though, and folks, be careful going to. And anyway, some of these supermarkets that are in black areas of town sometimes be taking advantage of black people. That's all I'm going to say on the prices.
Oh, definitely.
And I get for example, I get a can of Lysol, a tall 19-ounce can of Lysol. I love buying Lysol, and the tall can. I get from Kroger in the area, where we live. Nice store, nice neighborhood. I get the Lysol from there, and then I get the Lysol from. I sometimes on occasion I go through Superlow. Now at Kroger, where most of the other people shop, it is for the 19-ounce can $7.39. At Superlow, where the other where Negroes shop,
where the Negro roll,
most of them, the same can of Lysol is $10.40. The same size can of Lysol. Now, we have to be careful, and because most black people go to certain stores, you have to be careful that they're not taking advantage of a certain people. That's all I have got to say. Okay? All right. 901-213-6020. Before we get out of here today.
And there's the chitlin loaf, by the way, Bob.
Josh, that's terrible.
Happy to see that.
That is terrible. I do not want to. I do not even want to think about it.
It's like a hamburger roll.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. A chitlin loaf. Beetroot. Talk about meatloaf. I eat meatloaf from time to time.
You don't even like meatloaf.
And I don't even like meatloaf. So I'm not going to eat chitlin loaf. Oh my God.
Hold on. Stanley says, Bob, the ones with the corn in them was the best.
See, Stanley know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
see, most people don't know what I'm talking about, Stanley. You might as well eat them out the red bucket, Stanley. Don't clean them. Just pour it in the pot, frozen and all. Or just take it straight from the hog.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
Can't do it.
I know one time there was a story where there were several black men sitting around a table eating at a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And they all ordered chitlins. And one of the guys got up to go and get something else from the counter. And when he came back, they had put corn under his chitlins, a little corn in his chitlins. And so they were eating, and then when he started to eat, he saw the corn. And he just got sick, And when he got sick, then the other person said, man, what's wrong with you? He said, man, they didn't clean these chitlins. He got sick and got up and left. And then the guy took his chitlins and ate them. Just raked the corn out of the way and ate his chitlins.
So he wasn't studying that.
No, I mean, he was the one who put the corn in.
Yeah.
He put the corn in the chitlins.
Yeah.
I mean, the chitlins was clean.
It was a setup.
Yeah, it was a setup, yeah. Is that a way to get an extra plate of chitlins or chitlins? All right. Texas, I draw the line at chitlins. Smell like doo-doo. The ingredients of chitlins and pig intestines and straight. Okay. All right. But enough of that.
Yeah.
On the end, Russell.
Hey, that is Russell. Hey, check it out. Frankie says, I've never had pig ears, feet, or hog maw.
Come on, Frankie. What do you eat? Any pig? She eat the ham.
Yeah, I think
she probably eat the shoulder, barbecue shoulder meat. Had a barbecue pulled pork sandwich.
Some ribs.
And some ribs. Right, Frankie? Have you had ribs? Pulled pork? Ham? I'm pretty sure she's had ham.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like Frankie ain't eating the slave.
Don't say slave.
Portions.
I mean, that's not slave.
Well, you know what they used to say. That was the stuff they used to give.
Yeah, they used to take that and they say they used to put it in the tub and tell the black people come on up to the back door and pick up all of the leftovers. I mean, I don't know how true that is.
Well, they consider that stuff the cheaper stuff.
Yeah.
But now you see it is universally considered more of a delicacy, no matter if you're black or white.
Oh yes. Pig
but
feet.
at the time that was considered cheap.
No, I don't eat pig ears.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I don't see how anybody could.
I don't eat pig ears. Hog maws, oh no, that's out the window. But I will eat pig feet.
Yeah, I'm a
pig feet.
I'm a pig foot.
Yeah.
Well, no. Fan.
Yes,
fan.
foot.
Yeah, fan.
They got more than one foot.
Yeah.
I hope they do.
But
anyway.
And look,
what's that other one? What's that? Pig feet?
Ham hocks.
Ham hocks.
I know that's your top, one of the tops.
Yeah, it's one of the, it's it. But I love pig feet.
But I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
This is all stuff you can't eat more than like once or twice a year.
Yeah, you can't eat that.
Especially pig feet and especially chitlins.
Ham hocks. You can't eat ham hocks.
Chitlins to me are it's like a once a year deal.
Yeah, you got to do that, New Year's or, Thanksgiving or something like that. Or
pig feet maybe a couple times.
4th of July on the grill. No, I don't know.
It ain't one of them things you eat every other week. I know that much.
No, folks. No. None of that.
Ain't no way.
None of that.
Hank says, all this talk about chitlins makes me want to order a pizza.
With chitlins on it?
Anything but, I guess. Frankie says, Bob, when I was growing up, we grew our own vegetables, raised chickens. Well, that sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Raised chickens, hogs, and cows.
Oh, Frankie, we're in the same boat.
Yeah. Yeah,
he did too. Boat.
He did too.
Yeah. Man, I love raising chickens. I loved it all, but chickens too. And then they lay their own eggs. You go get the eggs every morning. Oh, yeah, I loved it. But Bob, Sabina don't eat them,
but she can clean them.
She can clean.
Now Sabina is, his wife Fenster. Sabine,
okay,
who comes in and watches a lot.
Oh, she cleans them.
Yeah, but she don't eat them.
She don't eat them, but she, at least she cleans them now.
Yeah,
and
respect.
People that clean chitlins, only those people that clean chitlins clean them well. If they don't tell you if they tell you they don't clean chitlins and say this, well, I'll do it this time, do not eat it because it's not clean. Okay. A person that cleans chitlins like she does, and probably on a regular basis, this is what she does, then more than likely I can probably guarantee they're clean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, Josh, what else do we got before we get out of here?
Just
time for us to go.
Yeah, it is. But a quick reminder that tomorrow, Grizzlies Warriors, first game of the second round.
Right.
It tips off at 2:30 Central Time here in Memphis, Tennessee. So y'all stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Grizzlies finally made it past the Timberwolves.
Oh man, what a series
it was, and
I'm glad it's over. I'm glad.
I am so glad.
It was like over. Man,
that thing was just stress. It really was.
Oh God,
so many weird emotions going on. But look, like I said on the sports show earlier this week, I feel more comfortable playing the Warriors than the Timberwolves. And that may sound crazy because Golden State's one of the best teams in the last 10 years.
Yeah,
they really are. They're a dynasty. They've been great, and they're still great. But matchup, it's about matchups.
Yeah,
and the Grizzlies match up way better with them than they do the Timberwolves.
And I think the Grizzlies can beat them better than they could beat.
Yeah, that's what
Minnesota.
That's what I mean with by matchups. And I'll throw this out there. Last thing I'll say on it. The Grizzlies beat the Golden State Warriors 3 of the 4 times they played them this year. The Minnesota Timberwolves, the Grizzlies tied the season series with Minnesota. They lost twice to Minnesota. They won twice. That was before the playoffs. So I kept telling people, as people that are national analysts and even locally that say, well, the Grizz didn't show too good in the first round. What's that mean when they play a better team? It's about matchups.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We struggled with Minnesota all year. Minnesota beat us by 43 in a game during the regular season. So we shouldn't have been shocked that this series went the way it did.
Yeah, I mean,
now
if they beat us by 43, they weren't going to just sit down and just let the Grizzlies come in and take, because they felt we could beat these guys. We've already beat them badly this year. Yeah.
Done it before. And to finish the point, the Grizzlies beat Golden State 3 of the 4 times. John Moran has a much better matchup with Curry, and maybe Thompson might be a little tougher. But, you still don't have to deal with that physicality that Minnesota brought. Golden State's a better team, but matchup-wise, it works out better for the Grizzlies. So I can't wait. Frankie says she's going to be in the Forum tomorrow. So shout out to Frankie. Those are tough tickets to get.
Yeah.
Because I know it's got to be close to sold out, if not already.
Yeah.
Now
she must have gotten those early.
Now they just went on sale yesterday because we just found out they were going to play.
Well, I mean, some people had tickets irregardless.
Yeah, true.
Whoever is going to be, they had tickets already. So
now just to read this because I know you can relate to this.
Yeah.
Frankie says my dad would wring the chickens' necks.
Cut
off the heads, and I would have to pluck them.
Frankie, well, bless your heart.
You know about the wringing of the neck?
Oh, she says she's a season ticket holder.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, Frankie, I'm familiar with the way, we did chickens like that as well. We were told to go out and a certain chicken was in the yard of chickens, and they would say, get those two, or get that chicken, and bring him in. And we knew what that meant. Catch him and grab him by the neck and wring his neck. And sometimes we wring him so hard, we would yank him around, and then the chicken neck would come off in our hand. And the chicken would just flop around the yard until he's deceased. I hate to put it that way, but anyway. I mean, till he's,
passed away.
Well, stop flopping. Let's put it that way. And so he
goes
he goes to be with the hot water.
Yeah.
Yes. And then that's where he's plucked. Frankie, but hey, I'm familiar with that very as well. Yes, indeed. All right, let's get out of here today, Josh. It's been a lovely day, and thanks for all your comments, phone calls. And hey, Grizzlies tomorrow, FedEx Forum, the Memphis Grizzlies against the Golden State Warriors. They're coming to town. Hey, it's been a good day today. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. with some good Bible teaching, folks, coming from the book of Genesis, creation, and the seed is what I'm going to be talking about. Creation and the seed. You don't want to miss this. And a lot of good understanding, revelation, and words. I'm going to take my time and break it down to you. Get up with me, 8 a.m., and join me as we go through the book of Genesis and talk about the creation and the seed. It's going to be a good one tomorrow morning. All right, at 8 a.m. All right, hey, have a good day today, good evening, and wherever you're going, if you go out with your family, go out to eat, have fun, and we'll talk to you again next time for another edition of Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh. Have a wonderful day today. And okay. Frankie says, Bob, I listened to your Bible study while I am getting ready for church. Thank you, Frankie.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay. We'll talk to you next time.